Welcome to our home.
Hi there, Plasticjunky back with another G.I. Joe segment of mint boxed vehicles from the 80s. That's right, my retro one. This is Cobra Imp, I guess it's pronounced, with 3 ambush missiles. And guess what? JoeNerd's gonna help me on this one. The book is there again. I showed it to you already. I'm gonna do you a little quick review. There he is. This book is awesome.
Would you be able to find it in there, Plasticjunky? I'm not even sure.
You talk about it, and I'll look in here.
If I'm not mistaken, this was released in 1988.
Okay.
But we'll see if I'm right.
Okay.
It was, you know, the box art on this one is, it's really, really nice, but that should be no surprise. Was really neat about this thing was that the rail system for the big cruise missiles, the missiles are pretty elaborate. I remember seeing this thing loose. I never had it before, but I do remember that the missiles are in 2 pieces. So you've got more like the nose cone, and then you've got the thruster exhaust portion. And if I remember correctly, they separate. Was I right? 1988?
Yeah, 1988, I got it.
Oh, cool. All right, so they separate, and in the center, you might notice these yellow parts.
Yeah, it says here that there's a lot of them. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. There's 26 of them, and they're easily lost.
Yeah, and they're all like landmines that will...
Very small.
They will scatter, and as you can see in the painting here,
that's right,
they even have some of them scattered on the ground there in the painting.
The imps easily lost pieces. Mint in the box, mint in sealed box, it says between $30 to $38. I disagree because
that might be a little lowballed.
Yeah, you're gonna have to. I'm telling you now, you're gonna pay for a nice condition like this. Literally, you're gonna pay about, I would say, $50 and more.
Yeah, I'd say, yeah, I agree with you. I think it would be like maybe $60 the limit. I would say.
Yeah, even more, because when you find conditions like this of collections that people have of mint box that they've never been opened, the price does not. Any guide is garbage. Like, it's not garbage, I'm sorry. It's not true.
Really, it's just a guide.
It's just a guide.
Plasticjunky,
you don't look at what the price is. Like,
it just gives you a rough idea.
It gives you a rough idea. If you want to sell something like this, the best thing to do is, like, if you're not a seller like me that doesn't do the internet, I don't sell the internet. If I had to sell this, me personally, I would say it's worth between $65 and $85. Because depending on the shape, this is not a bad shape. Like, I call it this a C8. This is really nice, you know, like it's close to a 4 out of a 5. It's super nice. What I like about G.I. Joe is their art. Like I told you before, and I'll tell you again, I love the way they draw.
Yeah, tremendous paintings.
Beautiful. This came from a store here back in where I live in Montreal, Quebec, Canada. It's called Toy City or Toyville. Yeah. This place was number 1.
Yeah, it was really the main competitor for Toys R Us back in the 80s.
This place, Toys R Us, I think, bought
Toys R Us won the competition. I don't know if one was bought by the other, but
I think Toys R Us bought them out.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm not
they
sure.
don't exist anymore.
Oh, okay. Well, definitely, I know that. Yeah.
I remember once when I went there to look for Series 3 of Superpowers. I swear to you, I saw, no joke, 30. I counted 30 cyborgs, at least about 40 golden pharaohs, and at least about 30 or 40 plastic mans because nobody wanted them. They were just sitting there. But Shazam, there's 1 or 2. Every time I went, 1 or 2. I've never had a Shazam when I was young. I only had a few I had all the Series 1 and 2 and a few of Series 3. Because I looked at like some of the characters, like who is Orion and Cyclotron? Like, I don't know these people. I'll take other characters. So I took myself like a Mr. Miracle. I took myself a few other characters here and there. I took myself a Mr. Freeze because I knew who he was. But it was. Anyways, that's another story. What I liked about that store was that they had everything. Every toy line from the 80s, 70s, and 80s, they had. And then one day, it was like 88 or 89, close to 90. Their doors were closed. A year after, boom, Toys R Us took over. And Toys R Us still has that store back where I go sometimes to that Toys R Us in P9 in Canada, and it's still there. It's the same building where Toyville was.
Yeah?
Yeah, it's the same strange building.
On P9?
Yeah. There's still a Toys R Us at P9. Oh, no, they closed it down and they turned it into something else. It's true.
Okay.
I'm sorry, they closed it down.
Yeah, because I didn't know about it.
Well, anyways, JoeNerd, continue.
But anyway, you know, before The Godfather started rolling on this video, we were looking at the price tag. Look at that, $6.95. My God, it's pretty amazing, like how affordable these things. $6.99.
Yeah.
Well, whatever, but they were really affordable. Really,
A different time.
It was a different world back then, I tell you.
That's in French and they're neat. I don't know what it says.
Cobra Malin.
Yeah.
Malin. But anyway, if you flip it to the... Did you show the back yet?
Nope, you're gonna do the back.
Ah,
That's
okay.
the side.
Yeah, you do.
Nope. This is the...
Are you drunk?
Job.
I'm not drunk.
And
And there we go.
Drunk.
And now he's gonna do the
And
back.
now for some more drunk reading.
But there's no file card on this.
No, well,
Believe it or not.
absolutely not. It's just the vehicle. There's
That's right.
no figure with it, yeah. So you've got the diagram, the explanations of it. You've got the 3 removable ambush missiles. You've got...
Nice missiles.
Yeah, they really, really are. Missiles dispense 24 landmines.
What if I was if I wasn't in that time in the 80s and I was a kid, I would literally buy this because I look at the picture and it's so beautiful, but sometimes the prototype is nicer than what's inside.
Yeah, you're right.
It
yeah,
killed me.
sometimes.
It killed
You know
me
what?
so much.
And it's really good that the Plastic Junkie brings that up, because really I remember this thing out of the package. The missiles do not have this really nice silver sheen to them. This prototype, this is like a prototype. It looks like they were spray painted with a really nice metallic
color are the
silver.
missiles inside?
They are silver, but they're more of a grayish
Grayish silver. I knew
silver
it.
plastic, no paint whatsoever. They're not quite as eye-catching as they are here in the picture, but
Go ahead, read the
so then
stuff,
you've
man.
got the rest of it. Posable missile rack. And I remember this missile rack actually is pretty innovative. It's pretty involved, I should say. It's hard to tell, but in here, I remember...
it goes up and down.
It climbs. If you were to push this up, it not only goes up, it actually climbs its way, so it kind of turns. If I'm not mistaken, it doesn't go straight up like that. It kind of turns
Okay.
up to where the missiles are facing forward, if I'm not mistaken. And then you've got here, rotating laser gun.
Actually, size shown.
Oh yeah, right. But and then you've got track treads. Actually, this one's not as good, is not as well written as some of the others. The descriptions aren't as technical.
It says rolling wheels, and it just says one proof of purchase, just one.
Oh yeah,
Smaller
just one
vehicle.
point. Yeah.
Important. Enclosed are top secret blueprints on an actual Cobra Imp. Add them to your Cobra command files.
Cobra command files.
That's cool.
Oh, here, you've got a nice little diagram here. When Cobra wants to bottleneck the Joes into a corner, it deploys the Imp to keep them contained.
Its 3 ambush surface-to-surface missiles can destroy a Joe outpost within seconds.
You got it. Boom.
That's English and French.
Bang!
Sometimes in our country, Canada, we used to get trilingual.
Oh man, yeah.
I hated it. It was
That's brutal.
English, French, and Spanish. I have nothing against the Spanish people.
Better not say.
As I go, it's not the point. It's just the point
It's
was
just the clutter, eh?
the
Plastic
clutter.
Junkie? Oh,
Trilinguals, I hate them.
yeah. Already with the French here,
it's
it's
enough.
kind of
It's too much,
It's
yeah.
a little much.
But I give this out of 1 to 5. I give it. I'm being generous. I give it a 2.5, 3. It's not one of my favorites, but I give it a 2.5 to a 3. You?
Yeah, you know what? I kind of agree with you there, PJ. It's not as
That's so
impressive
funny.
as a vehicle. I think it was
PJ
when
Short.
I called you PJ.
What a banana. You're a banana.
But anyway, yeah, you know, it's not as impressive as a weapon as some of the others, I'll admit.
But it's really nice.
But it's quite nice. They really, I'll tell you, the front box art maybe makes it a little nicer than the toy actually is. But anyway, make no mistake though, if I were to see this in a store, or if the Plastic Junkie here were to tell me, you know what, JoeNerd, I'll give it to you, just give me $60, I'd take it. So, but anyway, you know, so
I'll think about it.
It's not an amazing piece, but it's
nice.
pretty nice. It's pretty nice.
So thank you very much, JoeNerd, for being on PJ's channel. And yo, Joe, Cobra!
Cobra!